Hello again, this is SCG9 back with another Remnant from the Ashes video. If you've ever seen someone running around with a giant hammer-like piece of equipment that brings the word smush to mind whenever it is put to use, this video will show you how to get it. Stick around and we'll go through firstly how to acquire the Twisted Heart and secondly how to put this bad boy to good use. The Twisted Heart is an item obtained from the End Boss, which is an end boss encounter located on Earth in the Choking Hallow. You get the item simply by destroying the legs of the boss before killing it. Any loadout works for this fight, but this is the one I went with. Strategy wise, honestly there's not much to say. Just bring whatever weapon and gear you like and focus on shooting the boss in the legs. Aim for the knees and do not shoot the feet. Once you have dealt a sufficient amount of damage, one of the legs will break and the boss falls down and starts crawling towards you. At this point you can kill it normally by shooting anywhere on the body. After defeating the Ent in this state, you will obtain the Twisted Heart, which is an item that can be traded in at the ward to create the Petrified Maul. The Petrified Maul is a heavy-hitting melee weapon that focuses on staggering the enemies and turning them to mush before they ever get the chance to counterattack. A fully upgraded Petrified Maul deals 150 base damage, and with the Catalyst rate fully upgraded, the weapon's ability, Heavy Impact, provides a 55% chance to inflict an additional 100% stagger damage per hit, with charged attacks always inflicting the bonus stagger damage. If you read the weapon description you may think that the weapon damage type is purely rot based, but this is certainly not the case. The damage is regular physical for the most part, with the exception of the overhead slam attacks which deal additional rot damage. Now let's see those weapon combos, shall we? The moveset follows that of the Scrap Hammer, with a basic 3-hit combo consisting of 2 side sweeps from right to left, followed by an overhead slam attack which also deals some additional AoE damage. The heavy attack combo features 3 consecutive chops, down, up and down, and finishes by adding an additional slam at the end. The additional slam attack can always be comboed in after the third attack in the regular combo and works very well for crowd control. The lunge attack can be executed by backstepping and performing a heavy attack. This will make you jump towards the enemy and slam them all in their face. The running attack is a downwards chop, performed simply by sprinting towards your target and then performing a regular attack. A general advice for wielding melee weapons with slower attack speeds, such as the Petrified Mace, is to combine attacks with dodging. This shortens the time between attacks tremendously, especially when backstepping. Switching the direction of your attacks in the middle of a combo is equally important in order to not get swarmed when dealing with multiple enemies. Lastly, equipping the Root Circlet Ring increases your melee attack speed by 15%. I prepared this clip earlier today in order to show the weapon put into actual practice against some root enemies. Notice the things we discussed earlier, especially about crowd control and how the attacks can be comboed. It can be seen how easy most common enemies are to defeat due to the stagger mechanic, but you also get to see how difficult it can be to try and recover from any mistakes made against an enemy that cannot be staggered. The worst part is getting staggered yourself, since you risk getting wombo comboed by the other enemies. You'll see me taking a few hits throughout the coming fight, mostly due to poor dodge timings, and one time due to an additional enemy that I did not keep track of. But since I am using the Twisted Armor set, I favor going on the offensive instead of stopping to heal, because I know I can replenish the lost HP with a few extra hits, especially so if they are crits. Attacking multiple enemies at the same time is kind of like hitting the jackpot when it comes to self-healing builds and stagger-inducing weaponry, since it allows you to replenish more health per swing without really putting you at any increased risk of dying. Now it's just me and the elite, mano a mano, and in the end, the Petrified Maul gets the last word. Sweet home Alabama. Thanks for watching, see you soon.